Greetings, Mr. Cropper. I found your points on running out of oil interesting and possible, but I have a few points to raise with you on that. First of all, you say that by depleting our oil and coal resources, we can move on to cleaner forms of energy. Although this is one solution to the issue at hand, you neglect some important facts. Number 1. That by the time we have depleted our oil and coal resources, devastating environmental issues such as acid rain and rising sea levels will have become massively widespread. Number 2. That by running out of oil, we lose a large portion of our ability to produce synthetic materials such as plastic. Number 3. That we have approximately 200 years worth of coal in us. Although we may live out our lives to see the end of giant oil companies and oil as a whole, the use of brown and black coal has only just begun to peak. You say that when oil consumption peaks, we will start to search for alternate fuel sources. This is happening now, but not to an extent that has any effect. The current Prius hybrid car pollutes the environment more in its creation than the Land Rover does in its entire lifetime. This is a fantastic example of how the major corporations merely try to fill a niche market, one that believes they are doing better. When it becomes more profitable for the market to switch to renewable energy, because don't forget, we live in a capitalist society. We do things that suit us, not the environment. Two things will happen. 1. Oil companies will buy out or create renewable energy companies, guaranteeing a stake in the new market. 2. Energy prices controlled by the oil companies will no longer rival oil, but exceed it. So it becomes cheaper to consume oil and gas over electricity. This isn't a nutty conspiracy theory either. It's a solid proven marketing strategy. But this is only one of many possible outcomes. You were right in saying that people would rather have windmills than smokestacks in their backyards. I sincerely hope you were being sarcastic though, when you threatened the possibility of a child flying off a trampoline into a windmill and being chopped in half. Yes, did you know an entire bird every year is massacred by a windmill? They're quite dangerous, you know. As for nuclear power, we can only hope that it will not be used. Let me clarify why nuclear power is classified as a green technology. Simply because it doesn't produce carbon emissions. What it does produce, though, is something much more dangerous, depleted uranium. But that's not all. The massive consumption of water in a nuclear power plant means it is ineffective in dry areas, let alone the possibility of a nuclear explosion. And we all know what happened after Chernobyl. Again, Cropper, capitalism means hands off the market. We can wager that no one's rights are being affected through environmental pollution, now or in the future, since the government takes a very biased, very blasé stance to the issue. Some may try to sue the companies causing it, but as long as we accept the free market policy, it's our issue, not theirs. So I wrote that down just so I could be a bit more comprehensible than I normally am. Hopefully I covered a few points there, and thanks for watching.